Are you ready to get your driver's license? Coastline Academy Driving School offers everything you need from start to finish. Customized driving packages, road tests, and we even handle all your DPS submissions for you. Call 817-731-0200 today and use the code DRIVE25 for $25 off. That's 817-731-0200. Coastline Academy Driving School. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Coach Clint Dunham to the Paschal Baseball Coaches Show. Coach, how are things?
Things are going great. It's a little warmer today and sunny, and we're getting ready for a doubleheader. It's the second time we've done this year, and it's new to us, but it's hopefully we get the same result we got last time.
Yeah, no doubt. And the more I think about it, it's kind of like old hat now. It seems like you're doing them all the time.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. It's the second time we've done it this year, second time I've ever done it, but it just kind of happens to be that it's worked out, and the weather just second time in a row or second time we've done this where it just doesn't look good. I think it's 70% chance of rain starting tomorrow afternoon through the weekend. With playoffs next week, we don't want to run into anything.
No, exactly. But let's back up. Let's talk about Fossil Ridge. That was not a good outcome. I mean, 3-1. It wasn't a horrible beating, but it was still an L.
Yeah, and frustrating L. And you'd like to have a day where you come out and you treat it like a district game. It's on you get the feel of it at the same time and on the Tuesday night, and tried to make it as much as we could like a district game, but the just didn't compete real well, I didn't think. Some individuals had good at-bats. I think pitchers did okay, and close game, but it just didn't feel like the kids were maybe in it as much as we would like. And there's nights where, as coaches, we really try to push them, and you notice it early on. And, some nights you try to let them figure it out themselves. And it felt like one of those nights where we were trying to let them do that, and instead of really get on them a little bit, trying to hope that some leaders would step up and say, hey, this isn't right. We want to win this game. And didn't quite get that as much as we could. So maybe, next time we get that opportunity, coaches will step in and speak up maybe a little sooner than we did. So that's where we could have been better maybe as a staff the other night. But just maybe the effort and energy level wasn't quite as high as we'd like it to be. But understand that it's a midweek game and a non-district game. Sometimes that happens. So hopefully we're back up and the intensity level is good for the last district games, and we got playoffs kicking off next week.
I love that. And talking about district, like you said, you've got a doubleheader coming up against Polytechnic. They're out of the running right now. You cannot catch Arlington Heights right now, but it looks like you could fall below Trimble. Unlikely, but it looks like it could happen.
Yeah, technically, I guess we could. And in some years, that would be, something you absolutely can't have, And now where you're at in the district is the big school, small school stuff. We know exactly where we're at regardless of tonight. So we know we're the second seed in big school, but we also don't want to fall below anybody. We'd like to look up at the end of the year and say, hey, we were one win away from competing for a district championship and point to some of those spots where we kind of missed out. So want to finish strong, need to finish strong heading into the end of the district play. Don't anticipate going below Trimble Tech, but at the same time, we're kind of ironed into that 2 seed in the big school and excited to be there.
Right, and let's talk about that, finishing up strong in district. There are some coaches who would say, no, this is a good time to rest people, to heal people up, maybe not do your hardest effort. What's your scenario, your thinking there versus stay safe, stay healthy, or go 2-0 on the doubleheader?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely want to go 2-0 on the doubleheader. I think obviously always want to be safe and healthy, but we only have 3 games left, and we play next Thursday. So with a doubleheader today and another Saturday game, it's baseball to me is not a sport like football or basketball where you want days off. You need to hit, you need to play, and the teams that are kind of playing well, you want to keep playing well. There's times where maybe you do need a couple of days off, but ultimately you need to be seeing live pitching. You need to be able to, and just getting used to that more and more and more. So the guys who need to play come playoff time or who will be there are going to be the ones playing the next, 3 days or 3 games. And some of those other guys who might be helping us out are going to be filling in accordingly. So really trying to, move guys around and make sure we know exactly where we're at come playoff time. And but no, it's important to continue to play. And I think baseball is just that type of sport where the more you can play, the better.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about Mansfield Legacy. As you mentioned, it's not a district game, but, again, you want to finish strong going into the playoffs.
You do, and we did a good job this year scheduling difficult teams at the start of the season, and we did a really good job scheduling Mansfield Legacy at the end of the season. They are they're in 3-6A. They are in second place, but they could potentially jump Boswell and go up to first place this week in that district. So really, really good baseball team. They're on their bye week this week, so I don't know what we'll get. I think they have a doubleheader this week too. So my guess is they got I know they have some really good arms. My guess is we'll see a few of them on Saturday and kind of as a tune-up game, but excited to see some of those arms and see that talent so that it's not a surprise to us come playoff time, because we kind of have been missing out on that the last couple of weeks.
Got it. And as we wrap up the season, talk about the sub-varsity, what you've seen from them.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So the JV1 tied for a district championship with Arlington Heights. JV2 finished second place right behind Arlington Heights. And we took a lot of the JV1 and JV2's best players. So most years the freshmen all stay together and the sophomores stay together. And this year we got 5 of them up on varsity. So those kids held their own all year. The JV2 just finished up last night. We swept the night. We won 7-0 and 13-0. Game was highlighted. Andrew Kirsten, one of probably our best freshman pitcher this year, did a great job. He threw a perfect game over 4 innings, and believe it or not, he threw 34 strikes and 36 pitches. So wow. It was incredible. So did a great job. It was a fun group. JV1, they'll round out the season on Wednesday night versus Benbrook, but they're kind of our pride and joy right now. They've had the best season record-wise. They're 16-5-2, and hopefully they win a couple more and they end 18-5-2, and we get those kids ready for some varsity baseball next year.
I love that. And let's talk about the playoff picture a little bit. In softball, they have the option the first round of playing a series or playing a single game. Is there anything like that in baseball?
No, I think we're down to it. They used to have it. They finally start making everybody play series last year. So we'll be in a 3-game series. Myself, I'm a gambler, and at times I've gone one game with some teams and always enjoyed doing that. But this year we got to go 3, and everybody has to go 3. So looking forward to it. We get to showcase our pitching a little bit. And I think we're in a good spot this year to go 3 games. Where in years past maybe it was like, hey, we got one really good pitcher, and the other team we're playing has 3 really good pitchers. So let's just play 1 game. So this year I kind of like where we stand compared to the teams I've watched us match up with potentially, and I think a 3-game series will fit us well against those opponents.
Excellent. And do you know anything as far as who you're going to be playing yet, or is that still to be determined?
Yeah, we've narrowed it down. It's either Cleburne High School or Burleson High School. It's very dependent this week on another series within their district. So we'll know a little more throughout the week. But it seems like it's 50-50 Burleson versus Cleburne, and we've seen both of them in some capacity throughout the year. And we think we can play with both of them. So I think that's the most exciting part. Is there's years where we've gone into the playoffs and gone, wow, we're really overmatched compared to the talent we're about to see. And I don't think that's the case with either of those schools. They seem very similar to us. So that'll be exciting.
Excellent. Well, cool. I look forward to talking next week when we actually will know who we're going to play. And maybe we can talk a little bit about, maybe the arms you're going to face or any of the key players that you've scouted.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Coach Smith going out tonight. He's going to scout Cleburne. Coach Kiger and myself each saw a Burleson game last week. So we will have probably 2 to 3 games worth of information on either team that we play, and I'm excited to talk to you about it next week and fill you in on what we've seen.
All right, sounds good. Hopefully 3-0 this week and a good kickoff to the playoffs.
3-0 this week, and then we start rolling, and we see how long we can make this radio show last this year.
There you go. All right,
Very
thanks,
good.
Coach.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, I want to thank you for listening to the Paschal Baseball Coaches Show and remind you to get out there and support your Panthers. Get to their games, let them know that you are rooting for them. Share this show and let everybody know about Paschal Panthers baseball. Lone Star Gridiron is looking for interns. Over the years, we have helped dozens of students get jobs in sports media. If you want to shortcut your path to a career in sports media, click on the internship link on LoneStarGridiron.com.